How easy is it to get up in the morning when you know you're not doing all that it takes? It's not very easy at all. You can just lay there awake thinking, oh, what's a few more minutes in bed? It won't matter much anyway. Wrong. It does matter. It will matter. Now, how easy is it to get up in the morning when you're pouring it on, doing the best you can, anxious to get going, make progress toward your dreams? It's a whole different story. When you're resting to renew your reserves, it's much different than resting to avoid your day. When you're psyched up and excited for your life, when you're excited for what you've planned to accomplish for the day, it's amazing you'll wake up before the alarm clock even tries to startle you awake. Your successes fuel your ambition. Your successes pave the way for more successes. Your successes give you extra energy. With one success, you're excited to meet another, and another. And pretty soon, the disciplines that were so difficult in the beginning, the disciplines that got you going, are now part of your philosophy.
When I was 21 years old, my sponsor was a guy named John Walker. I got laid off from Ford Motor Company. I wasn't working, so I didn't have no reason to get up in the morning. Every single morning at 5:30, my phone would ring. I pick up the phone. Hello. Steve, this is John Walker. How you doing, man? It's going to be a great day. Yeah, John, I'm asleep, man. Hey, man, it's going to be a great day. And he'd hang up. Next day at 5:30 in the morning, Steve, this is John Walker. It's going to be a great day. How you doing today? John, I'm asleep, man. Hey, man, just want to tell you it's going to be a great day. Click. Next morning, hello. Now I'm mad now, and I kind of know who it is. He didn't change a damn thing. Steve, John Walker, it's going to be a great day today. 37 days in a row, he called me the exact same way because he was teaching me something. And every single day, I picked the phone up. Yeah. Steve, John Walker, man. Yeah, John, yeah, it's going to be a great day. Click. And then one day, the 38th day, he picked up the phone. He said, I said, hello? He said, hey, Steve, it's John Walker. I said, yeah, man. He said, man, can I ask you something? Why do you answer the phone like that anymore? He said, every time I call, 37 days in a row, and you keep answering the phone like something's wrong. I said, hey, man, I got laid off. You know, I ain't got to get up early, man. He said, I'm really disappointed in you, man. He said, man, when you gonna change your attitude? He said, when you wake up in the morning, man, you got a bad attitude, which pretty much explains why you've been having a lot of bad days. I hate that about you, man, because you're such a cool dude. You got so much potential. He said, man, I'm sorry to bother you. And he hung the phone up. Man, let me tell you something. That cut me so deep, man. You don't even understand what they did to me. So the next morning, I'm damn near sitting up in the bed. Hello? Hey, Steve, it's John Walker. I said, hey, John, what's happening, man? What's going on with you, baby? I said, it's Steve Harvey, man. He said, Steve, how's it going? I said, man, I'm having a great day, man. I'm having a great day, John, man. You don't believe it, man. He said, man, you my man. Click, and he hung up. And I wanted him to ask me what had happened, but he never did. Then one day he called me. He said, hey, man, you're going to be sheer greatness because you've learned how to wake up. 21 years later, I got a gig in Chicago on the radio. You know what I was? The morning drive guy. You know what I've been doing since 1991? Every single morning, I talk to 9.5 million people every week. I have the #1 adult contemporary radio show in the world. I wake people up every morning, and I wake people up with the right attitude because my attitude changed. It's the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Cut it on and watch how I do you every morning.
Very important when it comes to developing yourself, your talents, your abilities, your skills. You can't manage time. Everybody is 24 hours. What's most important is managing yourself, what you do with your time. So I want you to think about what it is that you're doing with your time today. And you know what? If you look at it, all of us are basically the same. The only difference is how you use your time. As you look at yourself, look at where you are right now in your life. The people that are going to come out on top, the people that are going to achieve their goals, are the people who are mindful on how they use their time. You have to practice being mindful and asking yourself, is this the most productive use of my time? While my friends were pottery, I spent more time working on developing myself and my skills. I spent more time with my coach than I did with my friends. Why? I like my friends, but they weren't going to pay my bills. Write this down. If you use your time correctly, you'll be able to generate walk-away money. If you use your time correctly, you'll be able to generate walk-away money. The average person, time is no big deal to them. That you know people have a lot of talent, a lot of abilities, but they're not using their time appropriately. You don't manage time, you have to manage yourself. I just carved out time every day to memorize a minimum of 3 to 5 quotes. You give me a topic, I can roll with it because it's in here. I spend time working, reading, listening. If you want to put in the time so that you can learn a new skill, so that you can get out of a job that's not you. I remember when I had the opportunity to audition for a play at Miami-Dade Community College, and I didn't show up on time. Somebody else got the role. Truthfully, not just because I was late, but because I didn't believe in myself. I said, well, something else will come up. Nothing else came up. I want you to think about it. Something you put off and it cost you. You have to take advantage of an opportunity and the lifetime of the opportunity. Is there something that you want to do? Some goal that you want to achieve? Some place that you want to go? One day I'm gonna? No. You don't know. Don't operate with it. One day I'm gonna. Sometimes we think that we're irreplaceable. We're not. Somebody's waiting. When you have a goal, a dream, or something that you want to do, if you don't do it, somebody else will step in. There's a quote. Miles Davis says, time is not the main thing. Time is the only thing. So I want to ask you, how are you spending your time? How much are you putting in and focusing on the things that bring you joy, the things that make you feel good and laugh? How much time and energy are you focused spending time with people that you love? People who were dying, that what they regretted was not things dealing with how much money they made in their business, but how little time they spent with people that meant a lot to them. At the end of my conversation with you, I'm encouraging you to make a list of some people that you need to deepen your relationship and say, hey, I love you. And I just want to thank you for what you've meant to me. Think about some people who you care about and who care about you, and you would just like to do something kind by taking the time to let them know that you were thinking about them. If there's something that you want to do in your life that you've been thinking about, carve out the time to do it. Stop putting it off. Sometimes you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Sometimes you don't know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. The people who take the time to learn something new every day. If you're willing to learn, no one can stop you.
As we go through life, one challenge we all have to face is with weariness. It's easy to get tired. Weary means to lose your sense of pleasure, to not feel the enjoyment that you should. You can be raising great children, but because you're weary, you're not enjoying them. You can have the job of your dreams. You worked hard to get it, but now weariness has set in. You're not passionate about it anymore. Sometimes Because the battle is taking longer than we thought, we become weary.
You can break physically, you can break mentally, you can break your heart, you can break your spirit, and all of those are gonna leave a mark. The mark that they leave can be the mark of victory, or it can be the mark of defeat.
It is staying with the breaking that produces the blessing. It is not what you go through that determines where you end up. It's who you listen to.
And I posed this to you. The question was, where have you been? Why are you here? And where are you going? And that's what I ask you. Where have you been? Where have you been up to this point? You look at your life. You look at what you produced. Is it giving you what you want? Are you living on purpose? Are you living your dream? Are you acting on your ideas? Are you doing all you can do? Have you gotten comfortable? Are you procrastinating? Are you evading your own greatness? Are you surrounding yourself with people that can nourish you? Are you challenging yourself? Are you experimenting? Are you learning something different? Is your life an adventure or is it boring?
Imagine if you got what you want every time. No struggle, no hard work, no challenges, no hard work required. Some of you are saying that will be great. You would be weak. And then when something hard comes up in your life, you wouldn't know how to handle it because you have never gone through anything that strengthens you. You cannot grow without struggle. You cannot develop strength without resistance, without challenging yourself, without struggle.
Think about your own life. I know there have been areas in your life where some point in time you just shifted and you raised the standard and your life changed. Because whatever people have their identity attached to, they live. We live who we believe we are.
Self-confidence also comes from the ability to rise above your circumstance. To rise above what happened, the petty little things, the discouraging things that would sink everyone else's ship except you. It would cause someone else to quit early in the day, but you keep going. That kind of willingness to overcome all circumstances.
Your why. Your why is going to push you when you can't push yourself. When you want to quit and give up, your why is going to give you that edge you need, that advantage you need, that lift that you need to get to the next level. Your why.
If you want to begin to make this stuff happen for you, I think that it's very important that you start trusting yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to that still small voice within you.
What is important is that you don't let yourself down. Have inner integrity. If you tell yourself you will do something, do it. If you try and fail, try again.
Yes, we're tired. Yes, we're hungry. Yes, the mind is saying give up. Yes, it's saying quit. But we cannot quit because we realize we have not reached the goal yet.
Victor Hugo said, adversity makes men. Prosperity makes monsters. You're born a lump of flesh. You can't hold your own head up. You may have predispositions, but that is a long way from actually crafting your ability and to the point where it looks like magic.
Like you know exactly what you want. You know exactly when you want it. Listen to me. You know exactly what it tastes like. You know what it looks like. You know what it smells like. Before you really blow up, and you get success, you literally have it in the palm of your hand without having it.
Failure is important. You need failure in order to succeed.
And that's the beauty. That's the beautiful thing about being a human. We are so plastic and we can change so dramatically. We are so good at adapting that we forget. That's literally what we do.
At the end of your feelings is nothing. But at the end of every principle is a promise. The first level to success in life, listen to me, the very first level is you seeing it. Like it's clear to you. Like you know exactly what you want.
With nothing else changing around you, nothing but you deciding that you're going to focus on the things you're grateful for.
The people that are going to make it in the future, the people that are making it today, Let me share something with you. History is being read, but it's also being written by people with imagination.
Of course, you've got to imitate before you innovate, but always with your own fingerprint. Always thinking in terms of how am I going to bring something unique, my unique song, my unique fingerprint.
What matters is how much you're willing to learn. How good are you willing to get? How much knowledge are you willing to soak in? Because that will become your weapon. That will be how you rise up, and that will be the thing that will protect you when you need it most.
My unique vibration. How am I going to deliver that to the planet as a gift? You're a gift. Every single one of us is a gift. How are you going to exercise and share your gift?